Dude, I'm not a chef. That's the name of the show. I'm your host, Tools Madala. And listen, let me tell you something. I love food. So I felt like it's only right I share all the amazing flavors and textures and things I get to taste. Today, I'm going to be preparing a bride snook. It's got apricot jam, and that literally is the surprise taste for it. I chose snook because I'm a big fan of meat, not a big fan of fish. And for me, this is the closest tasting to meat. Like the texture really feels like meat when you chow it. And also the ingredients that go with it are very simple. I'll show you now. For example, here's our all-star, our champion. Jam, apricot jam. I've never tried it with strawberry. I don't think you should. Literally, it's like 20 bucks for a jar of one of these things. Butter, and no, we're not making a sandwich. We are making fish, but this is also very important. Potatoes. Now, these are going to be our side or extra, if you will. Literally, I'm going to be showing you a very clever way that I learned at a party on how to prepare these, right? I'm not a chef, remember that. Obviously, seasoning. I don't know what kind of household you have without salt and pepper, and some garlic and herb seasoning as well. I won't mention the brand because they ain't sponsoring a brother just yet. Okay, and then of course you can't have a fish braai without fish. Fish braai, fish, main ingredient, yeah. And then I've got my foil, which I'm going to be using because we're actually going to be braaiing this thing. Now, there's two ways you can prepare this particular fish: in the oven or braaiing it. I'm actually going to braai. So before we get to marinating all of these goods, let's go actually start the fire. And we're back. The fire started. My hands are clean. It's actually time to marinate this. As you can see, obviously defrosted. What I like about fish is it really absorbs flavor really well. Fish and pork and chicken do that really well. So you don't have to marinate it overnight. But if you want to be extra, do your thing because you might know better than me. So obviously start off with some salt. Both sides. As you can see, I already got my foil ready. Because that's where all the flavors are gonna stay in. Salt on both sides. Get my pepper. Not too much, right? Because the flavor is all coming from the apricot. So you don't want to confuse it. It's all about the sweetness. But obviously you can't cook anything and not season it. I was about to add more salt, imagine. Alright. Then get our rosemary. Now, you have the option of taking off the little bits and throwing it in there, right? You take the stem off kind of vibe. Or, if you don't want to do that, just place it in there. Throw it out later, you know what I mean? I like to place it in these pockets where there's no flavor. You see there, I didn't even throw salt. There we go again. That black pepper. I'm gonna throw another piece under there. Let it close in there. All right. Now for the big boy, most important, apricot. Listen, I could not stress how important this particular ingredient is. I love using my hands. Again, if you want to be fancy, do anything else, but just pour it out, man. Pour it out. Pour it out. Don't be scared. You know what I mean? Give it that love it deserves. You see that? Oh yes. Even when I massage ladies, this is what I do. I snook fish you. You feel that? All over that body. Alright. Seems like it's done. No, it's not. There's more. Throw that over that side. The rest of it. You see, I used all of it. You can't use too much. Like literally, the more of this, the better the fish is gonna taste. So most people don't do what I'm about to do, which is adding butter. But I feel like if you want to cook anything and it tastes good, butter's your friend, man. It is your friend. So beyond the jam, it's important for you to add butter. Okay, let's keep it all central there. I'm gonna quickly wash my hands because it's important, and then we get into the butter. Butter's a bit tricky if it's been in the fridge like mine. So what I do is just use a fork as opposed to the jam. and just stuff it, dude. You see there? Get a chunk. See there? Stuff it. See that? Another one there. It's fine even if it's not closed. As you can see, it was previously frozen, so the fish is a bit damaged, but that's more than enough. But yeah, basically it's for it not to get dry. Nothing is as bad as dried fish or dried anything. So the more butter you can add, the better taste you're gonna get. All right, and just like that, we're done marinating, man. Now comes the part of closing it up. Some people are stingy with their foil. I'm not. And there's also a whole debate around which side of the foil should be in the fire. I always go for the less shinier side, right? You probably won't see it on camera, but there's one side that's shiny, one side that isn't. First layer, it's shiny, it's fine, but the exterior level is the most important, right? Let's close that up. Different ways of closing it up might not be the best way because, dude, I'm not a chef. But close it up in a way whereby none of that jam, none of that butter is gonna escape. As mentioned, right? Less bright side. Let's go in for another level there. None of that flavor should escape. Why should it? You're gonna use it later, my friend. Flip it over. See that? Okay, so that's 2 layers. I'm gonna go for 3 just to be safe. Again. Just hold it in like that, press it in. I'm gonna add a bit more this side. So I saw this trick from a khutman when I was at a braai. You know when you think you can cook and there's a khutman who knows more than you. When I want you to know about fish, when? Yeah? Alright. Pop that in the fridge. Wait for it until the fire is ready. As soon as it's done, you obviously introduce it to the fire and we eat. All right, the fish is marinating, the fire is burning. It's time to work on the side, right? Got some potatoes, just 4. What you want to do is obviously cut off all the little weird bits that no one likes, and then obviously just poke it. I'm still using the same fork as I did with my butter. Maybe you might say that's not clean, but dude, I ain't a chef. So the reason for me poking these holes into the potato is because obviously it's going to absorb heat a lot faster. You know what I mean? The heat gets in there. Poke, 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 poke. You know, I'm sure you know how to poke. If you know how to stroke, you know how to poke. You know what I mean? Final one, poke, 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 poke. You can use a knife as well. Then you bring back your best friend, Mr. Foil, right? So similar thing as the fish, you want to create like a little home where it can cook and the flavor does not escape, right? So let's put them back in there. Put the foil there. You grab one. Remember, the side that's not reflective, not shiny, has to be on the exterior. Put your potato in there. Get your fork. Maybe that's a bit too much butter. And you just like that. I don't know what kiebe means, but I'm sure you get it. Told you about the garlic and herb mixture. Remember that? Use whatever you like. Be creative. You're pretty much baking the potato here. Just in case, not too much. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Close that bad boy in there. Now watch how I'm going to do corner to corner. Eh? Boom. Boom. See that? That's potato 1. This is going to go in the fire with the fish. You do the same thing with the rest. So with the potatoes, you want to grab them and throw them directly into the fire with the coal. That's why the foil is there. You know what I mean? Now for the fish. Place your net. You might be thinking, oh, Tools, that net is dirty. It's because it's not going to touch the meat. No worries. Place it in the center. And we're rocking. How do you know when it's ready? You can actually feel it, bro. It's a bit harder than it was earlier on before. And also the foil, I mean, you can just see all the ooze oozing out. I can't wait to open it. Let's get it off. All right, it's plating time. Remember, dude, I'm not a chef. If something's burnt or did not go right, it is what it is, but it's all about finding out, right? All about the journey. So I got myself a nice big knife. I'm just gonna cut it here on the top. Yo, it's hot. And the big reveal. Yo, you wanna come closer for this because some steam gonna be popping out. Oh, the rosemary is already... Whew. Oh, my ninja, my ninja. The ooze! Ooh. I don't know what you think, but I got one word and that's sexy. All kinds of sexy. My goodness. All right. I'm gonna cut it up, yeah? Nice and in the middle. So over here, you'll notice I already got a young salad. You know, you get whatever salad you want to get, whatever rocks your socks. Young spatula. Right. Remember, this is a fish with a lot of bones. Okay, throw out what you can. Just for the appearance. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna unwrap one of the potatoes. This is where I'm kind of scared, okay? Ooh, we burnt one of these motherfuckers, didn't we? Look at that. A bit charred. So you know what I'll do? Remove that part. Ooh, but the center looks all kinds of gorgeous. See what I mean there? The inside is good, as you can see. The skin, not so good. So just for the appearance and the looks and the charm, we'll throw that burnt part away. We get some of that rosemary. Just for that sexiness. And then I'm gonna drip that sauce right on top of it. Woo! Spilling! And there it is. There you go. First meal for Dude, I'm Not a Chef. I don't know what it's gonna taste like. It might be good, it might be bad, but let's see. Let's see what go on. Get rid of that bone. Definitely want some of that potato in that mix. Oh yeah. I know, yeah. That's it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not a chef, but I fucked it up. I'll give that a solid 7 out of 10. Only because preparation wasn't too heavy. You know, if you can start a fire, it ain't no thing. Throw in a salad that you can get at Pick and Pay or whatever. Yeah, it tastes good. I think if you make it on a date, you'll definitely impress someone. But that's ep 1 of Dude, I'm Not a Chef. Remember, I am not a chef. I'm just Tools Matala. I'll catch you in the next ep where we take a journey in the love of food. Danking yabo. I know, yeah. That's it. Oh my goodness.